You know what's scary? That person who makes you feel bad, they didn't just show up one day and ruin everything. You missed the signs, small ones, tiny little clues that were screaming at you the whole time. And here's the worst part. While you were being nice, while you were giving chances, while you were thinking maybe I'm wrong about them, they were already hurting you, slowly, quietly. But today, that ends. Because I'm going to show you 5 ways to spot toxic people so fast, they won't even get close enough to hurt you. And once you learn this, you'll look back and think, wow, how did I miss that? Let's start right now. Number 1. They make everything about them, always. Listen carefully. You're telling a story. Something happened to you, something important. You're excited or sad or scared. And what do? They jump in. They cut you off halfway. And suddenly, your story becomes their story. You say, I had a really bad day at work. And before you finish, they go, oh my God, you think that's bad? Let me tell you what happened to me. Every single time. You can't finish one sentence without them making it about themselves. Here's why this matters. Normal people listen. They care. They ask questions. They want to know how you feel. Toxic people? They don't care about your feelings. They only care about attention. Your pain, your joy, your story. It's just a chance for them to talk about themselves. Watch for this. Next time you're talking to someone, count how many seconds before they turn the conversation to themselves. If it's less than 30 seconds, red flag, huge one. And here's the sneaky part. They act like they're relating to you. They act like they're being helpful by sharing their story. But really, they're stealing your moment. Do this test. Share something personal. See if they ask one single question about you. Just one. Do they say, what happened next? Or, how did that make you feel? If they don't, if they just start talking about themselves, that's a toxic person. And you need to see it now before they drain you completely. Number 2, they never say sorry. Ever. This one's wild. Toxic people will hurt you. They'll say mean things. They'll break promises. They'll mess up big time. And when you tell them it hurt, when you say, hey, that wasn't okay, watch what happens. They don't say sorry. Instead, they do something else. They flip it. They say things like, you're too sensitive. Or, I was just joking. Why are you so serious? Or, well, you did this thing last week, so, see what they did? They took the situation where they hurt you. And somehow, now you're the bad guy. Now you're the problem. Normal people apologize when they mess up. They say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, and they try not to do it again. Toxic people? They will do anything, and I mean anything, to avoid saying those 2 words, I'm sorry. Because saying sorry means admitting they were wrong, and toxic people can't handle being wrong. Their ego won't let them. Here's how you test this. Next time they do something that bothers you, bring it up calmly. Say, hey, when you did that, it hurt my feelings. Watch their reaction. Do they say sorry, or do they get defensive? Do they blame you? Do they make excuses? Do they bring up something you did? If they can't say sorry for even small things, imagine what happens when they do something really bad. They'll never take responsibility, ever. And you'll always be the one apologizing. Always be the one feeling guilty, even when they're the one who messed up. That's not a relationship, that's a trap. Number 3, they love gossip, and they do it right in front of you. Here's something you need to understand. If someone talks badly about other people to you, they're talking badly about you to other people. Always. Toxic people love gossip. They love drama. They love talking about who did what, who's messing up, who's annoying. And they do it with a smile. They act like they're just sharing information, just keeping you in the loop, just being honest. But here's the real reason. They want to feel better about themselves by putting others down, and they want you to join in so you're on their team. Pay attention to this. When you're talking to someone, what do they talk about? Do they talk about ideas, about fun things, about their goals and dreams? Or do they talk about people, about what someone else did wrong, about who's fake, about who they don't like? If most of their conversations are about other people in a negative way, toxic, 100% toxic. And here's the scary part. Right now, while they're telling you about someone else, they feel close to you. They feel like you're friends. You're sharing secrets together. But the second you leave, you become the story. You become the person they're talking about to someone else. That's how toxic people work. They create connection through tearing others down, and everyone's a target eventually, including you. Do this. Next time they start gossiping, don't join in. Just listen, stay quiet, see what happens. They'll probably stop hanging around you as much, because you're not feeding their need for drama anymore. And that's actually a good thing. You want people who build others up, not tear them down. Number 4. They play the victim in every situation. This one's tricky because at first, you feel bad for them. They always have problems, always have drama, always have someone doing them wrong. Their boss is mean, their family doesn't understand them, their friends betrayed them, everyone's against them. And you think, wow, this person has such bad luck, let me help them, let me be there for them. But then you notice something weird. The problems never stop. There's always a new villain, always a new disaster, always a new reason why life is so hard for them. Here's the truth. Toxic people need to be the victim because it gets them attention. It makes people feel sorry for them. It makes people try to fix things for them. And most important, it means they never have to take responsibility for anything, because it's always someone else's fault. Think about it. If someone has problems with their boss, their family, their friends, their neighbors, and everyone they meet, the common factor is them. They're the problem. But they'll never see it that way. In their story, they're the hero who keeps getting hurt by mean people. Watch for this pattern. Every story they tell, who's the bad guy? Is it always someone else? Do they ever admit they messed up? Do they ever say, yeah, I handled that wrong? If every single story has them as the innocent victim and someone else as the villain, that's a massive red flag. Because one day, you'll be the villain in their story. You'll do one tiny thing they don't like, and suddenly, you're the worst person in the world. And they'll tell everyone how badly you treated them. Even though you were the one trying to help this whole time, protect yourself. If someone is always the victim, stay far away. Number 5. They test your boundaries over and over. This is the biggest one. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Toxic people test boundaries like scientists in a lab. They want to know how much they can get away with, how far they can push you before you snap. It starts small. They ask for a small favor. You say yes. Then they ask for a bigger one. You say yes again because you already helped them once. Then they start showing up without calling first. Or they borrow something and don't give it back. Or they cancel plans last minute but expect you to always be available. Each time, they're testing. Can I do this? Will they say something? Or will they just take it? And if you don't say anything, if you just let it slide, they push further. They take more. They cross bigger lines. Until one day, you wake up and realize this person is taking everything from you and giving nothing back. Here's how you spot this early. Pay attention to the first time someone pushes a boundary, even a tiny one. Do they show up a little late? Do they ask for something without offering anything in return? Do they make a joke that's a bit too mean? That's the test. They're watching your reaction. If you laugh it off, if you say nothing, if you just accept it, they learn something. This person doesn't protect their boundaries. I can push further. But if you say something, if you calmly say, hey, please don't do that, one of two things happens. Normal people apologize and stop doing it. They respect your boundary. Toxic people, they get upset. They act like you're being too sensitive. They make you feel bad for having boundaries at all. That's how you know. Someone who respects you will respect your boundaries. Someone who's toxic will test them until you break. Stop them at the first test. Not the 10th, not the 100th, the very first one. You see even one of these? Be careful. You see 3 or more? Run. That person is toxic, and they will drain every bit of energy you have if you let them. Now here's what you do today. Think about the people in your life right now. Go through this list. Be honest with yourself. Is there someone who does these things? Someone who makes you feel tired after hanging out? Someone who always has drama? Someone who never takes responsibility? You know who I'm talking about. You can see their face right now. That's the person you need to create distance from. Not tomorrow, not next week, starting today. Your peace matters more than being nice to someone who doesn't respect you. Now, if this video helped you see something you needed to see, hit that subscribe button right now. One click. That's it.